Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat?
It's prediction time, and we will start out in Los Angeles. Saints at Chargers. The New Orleans Saints, after all getting off to the fast and furious 2-0 start, where they scored a record points, in the NFL through the first 2 weeks, the defense looked awesome. Carolina, we knew was bad, but we all thought the Cowboys were good, and now they look pretty bad too, especially at home. What can you really take from those 2 wins? And since then, that question gets even more difficult because, well, they've lost 5 in a row. And in order to avoid their 6th consecutive loss, which, by the way, this would be the first 6-game losing streak for the Saints since 2005, a year they went 3-13, and then that ushered in the Sean Payton era. There's a few things that they're going to have to obviously do. One of them was not really a have to or a must. It was just a luxury, and that was get healthy. And the Saints did that. That is the most positive development going into this game against the Chargers. Nick Saldiveri, Cedric Wilson. Those are the only 2 players listed as out for the New Orleans Saints against the Chargers. Derek Carr is listed as doubtful. He most likely won't play. The only scenario he would is if the Saints needed the emergency third quarterback. He wouldn't be able to do that if he was listed as out, so they list him as doubtful. Everybody else that doesn't have a season-ending injury is back. Cesar Ruiz, back. Lucas Patrick, back. Connor McGovern, Pete Werner, Taysom Hill. Go down the list. And that's huge. I can sit here and make a case of why the Saints can win this football game. You can. There is a path for them. But, there's also a but. Here's my thought on why there is a path, though. And it starts with getting healthy on offense. Spencer Rattler is going to go into his 3rd start. And yes, he's a rookie. And yes, it's a road game. But it's a road game against the Los Angeles Chargers. They don't have the greatest fan support. Not a shot, just a fact. So, that aspect of it shouldn't really be a problem for Spencer Rattler. And I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued to see what he can do with close to a full complement of weapons. Obviously, you don't have Shaheed out there, but you do get Chris Olave back out of concussion protocol. That's massive. And you get Taysom Hill back. And that's massive. And we'll get to that. But Rattler, even with the MASH unit he had to take the field with the last 2 starts, showed promise. Especially in that second quarter against Tampa Bay in his first start. There really wasn't anything good against the Broncos. That was just a horrible night all around on Thursday Night Football. But you've seen flashes with, a skeleton crew out there. Now you've actually got guys back. When the Saints offense was humming early on in the season, everything had to do with the running game. You were as strong on the offensive line going into this game as you have been since the season started, when you were really able to run the football, in particularly on the interior. You have Cesar Ruiz back. He can play his normal position at right guard. You can let Connor McGovern play center, and you can put Lucas Patrick back at left guard. That's 2 starters back. You're only missing Eric McCoy. And I say only, knowing full well, Eric McCoy is an absolute difference maker at center for the New Orleans Saints. He's one of the best centers in the NFL. So, when I say only missing Eric McCoy, I get it comes with that caveat. But what does that do for the Saints running game? Alvin Kamara's banged up. But, man, he's been playing through it all. Ribs, broken hand, all of it. And he's going to do it again on Sunday. And you get Taysom Hill back. And you have seen a marked difference in the Saints offense when Taysom Hill is on the field than when he is out. And we've talked about them being too reliant on Taysom Hill plenty this week. James Hurst was here and really went in depth on that. And sure, it looks like they have been because it's just been such a marked difference. So there is reason to believe that the New Orleans Saints will be better on offense this week, even with a rookie quarterback in Spencer Rattler at the helm, just because you've gotten so much healthier around him. But you're facing the NFL's number one scoring defense in their building. That has been the thing the Chargers have done best this year. Justin Herbert's had some good moments. The running game has been hit or miss. They've been really solid on defense all year. And if you look at the strength of the Saints, it has been their offense. Even with some of the struggles they've had, it has been their offense. Now, I can even point to a scenario where this could go well for the Saints defensively. Because while the Chargers have had moments, it's been moments. They've been inconsistently, specifically in the run game. The Saints' run defense, yes, granted, it's been terrible, especially the last 2 weeks. And man, that used to just be such a hallmark of Dennis Allen's crew. And they've been really bad. But you could make an argument that if you're looking for a get-right game, wouldn't it be the Chargers who have just been inconsistent in the run game? You could make that argument. You still like what you have in the secondary. Like, the Saints have been able to rotate guys in and out through injury for years in the secondary. They should be able to do that fine without Paulson Adebo. You'll move Alontae Taylor out there. You still have Tyrann Mathieu at the back end. Marshawn Lattimore's back. You should be good in the secondary. So can you stop the run? Like I said, it could be the perfect get-right game for you. But the Saints are dreadful at stopping the run. So no, I don't think it's a get-right game. I don't know a get-right game exists for this team. You can lay out the path. The buts are too much, though. You'll be better offensively, but you're facing the NFL's best scoring defense. You could have better success stopping the run, but you're not in a position right now to shut anybody down. At least I don't think so. Until you go back out there and prove it. So, while I think they have a shot, and it wouldn't surprise me if they pulled this off, I will take the Chargers to win the football game and the Saints to fall to 2-6 and have that longest losing streak since 2005. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Matt's back here on Monday talking about a Saints victory. I do think it's crazy that they're still a 7-point dog in this game, given how much healthier they are. Like, I think they can keep it close. But in a close game, I like the better defense. I like the Los Angeles Chargers. They beat the Saints. The Saints fall to 2-6. We'll recap it here for you on Monday on AFR.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.